Let's talk about tips for problem solving. Now, this could mean several different things. If you're talking about solving a word problem, then go ahead and check out my solving word problems or word puzzles clips, and those should be pretty helpful on that. But let's take a look at some other approaches to problem solving. I've got two more that we'll look at. Let's take a look at the SAT. Let's say you're looking at math problems on the SAT. A lot of times people feel like they have no idea where to go on a math question. It could cover anything from your whole life in math. But it turns out that there are very specific things that the SAT tests. And if you work on, there's about 50, which isn't really that much considering you're looking at all of math. So if you see what's there, it'll tell you where to go. So for example, let's say you see a question that has a proportion in it. Okay? In school, you learn when you solve a proportion, cross-multiply. So in the SAT, as soon as you see a proportion, cross-multiply. If you see a right triangle where two sides are given and one side is missing, just ask yourself, what in school did we do with right triangles where a side's missing? And the answer is Pythagorean theorem. So you're going to plug into Pythagorean theorem and solve for the missing side. So with problem solving, what you want to do is identify what topic really from your math book, from school you're looking at. And then figure out what topic it is, and then use that as a clue, as a hint, to figure out how to solve what we need. And that was actually the third thing I was going to talk about as well, really, is more specifically in school, a lot of times students don't realize this, but your textbook is organized really so that there's a theme to each chapter. And a lot of times students don't realize that. So when you're working on questions from a particular chapter, just ask yourself, what things was I supposed to learn? What things did I learn, hopefully, this chapter? And one of those is going to be what you use to solve the questions in the homework, in the chapter review, in the chapter test, and on the test in school. So that's a great sort of hint, a great tip-off for problem solving.